Hello, everyone, and welcome to the First Picture House podcast, a movie news and discussion show. I'm your host, Connor Jameson.
And I'm Aaryn Souza.
This week, we're reacting to the nominees for this year's Academy Awards. But first, we'll discuss some news around the industry, give our reactions to the Masters of the Universe trailer, and we'll talk about Mercy and what's happening at the box office. Now, let's get into it. Aaryn, hit the button. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the First Picture House podcast. How are we doing today on this nice snowy day?
I'm doing good. The snow's starting to fall, and we're here. We're out here. Oscar nominees are here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to brag or anything, but we did pretty good.
We'll get into it, but we called our shot.
Yeah, and it worked out. It worked out really well.
Yeah, and I just want to say I'm kind of glad we're not having our reaction show like the day of.
Mm-hmm.
I like that we've had some time to think, maybe check out some of the movies that we haven't. I don't know about you, but I have.
No.
Because I feel like now I've got a little more nuanced takes about them.
All right. Well, I'm interested to hear about that.
Well, why don't we just get right into it? First, we're going to just hit on some quick news.
Yeah.
We're going to start with, I guess, like we always do, a little studio news.
Mm-hmm.
Some finance news came out revolving Disney, Bob Iger's pay. But what it really comes down to is they're getting close to naming his successor.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like they're always getting close to naming Bob Iger's successor.
Yeah, I mean, Bob Iger was successed, and then he was like, "Nah,
he has
back,
been succeeded." Yeah, it's just it did not go well last time, and he had to come back.
Yeah, it's like I'll save the company. Don't worry.
I guess Disney can't go on without me.
Yeah.
But yeah, they approved his pay just to a measly $45.8 million.
Jesus Christ, this is stupid.
I know. But apparently it's like 1 million is just like that's his base salary, and then the rest of that is like stock options and just options.
Yeah, he because he needs that. Yeah, you need to have $46 million of stock options. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I don't know who is even in contention, but I don't know. Let's just hope we don't get another David Zaslav.
We probably will.
We definitely will, but let's in the time being just feign naivety and
let's hope.
Let's move on to another thing where we can kind of be a little ignorant.
Yeah.
Christina Hodson is slated to write the DC's Batman movie, The Brave and the Bold. I don't know if you know anything about her. She wrote the Flash movie, as well as, I believe it was one of the. I don't know if it was one of the Fast and Furious movies, but I know she did Bumblebee and Birds of Prey.
Let's see. Yeah, she penned Birds of Prey, Bumblebee, Flash. Those are the ones that are
the only ones
in this article. So
maybe no Fast and Furious, but I was super optimistic about the James Gunn DCU.
Yeah.
I still am, but
I don't know, man. They're not taking a lot of risks here.
The thing is, it's hard to be super excited when you have like Sam Raimi come out and be like, I've been dying to make a Batman movie.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about Sense Help a little later, but like that movie has gotten some great early reviews.
Right.
Like we've seen what he's done with like, I mean, the Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness or whatever wasn't great, but like we've seen what he can do with like Spider-Man. they have Drew Goddard in house. He did the I believe Daredevil show, which
Yeah.
is one of the best comic book media out there. It it's tough. In
Yeah, I
the
mean, like I said, it just feels like they're really playing it safe with all of the choices. Like they're not going to get a lot of risks being taken by hiring these people.
Mhm.
Um, but also you're not going to, you know, the
like
it's like low ceiling, high floor, or like medium level
yeah,
floor.
yeah. I do think it's also kind of weird that we're still not hearing anything about the casting of
Yeah.
Batman. I mean, everyone still thinks it's going to be Brandon Sklenar. He thinks it's going to be him,
Well, I
but
mean,
there's been nothing about it.
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Uh,
I was never a big DC person. It's also kind of tough because like it's like yeah, we're doing a Batman movie, but then you've got
you've
the
got Matt
Batman.
Reeves. You got
Yeah,
Matt
you've
Reeves,
got
the
Matt Reeves.
Batman, which is
It's
cooking
really
on
great.
all. Sebastian Stan, ScarJo have been added. It's like
In a real
just make them.
filmmaker that's
Yeah,
like taking risks and making an actual movie. And there's like, don't worry, guys, we got Brandon Sklenar. Maybe.
yeah. We got Andy Muschietti, who honestly might not even be attached anymore. I don't even know if it's
He is
verified
still
or not.
attached. He's still
But I
up.
I did see something. It was like because of how strong like the Welcome to Derry show is, he
Yeah.
might get pulled away to do
Oh
more of
god.
that.
Oh
Which
lord. Oh no.
listen, they gotta start moving their feet on this.
Mm.
Um, but I mean, let's talk about one of Sklenar's co-stars.
Oh, transition. Yeah, I
Yes,
put this on here because I wanted to present some information to you
go
about
for
this
it.
that I heard over this past week. So, it was announced this week that Sydney Sweeney is starring in a movie based on Edith Wharton's novel "Custom of the Country," which I'm not familiar with the novel, so I
Me
can't speak
neither.
much about that. Um, I do know that like this probably isn't Sydney Sweeney's bag, um, which is
Uh,
whatever. I mean, I remain to be surprised. I could be surprised, but I wanted to bring this up and I wanted to present to you information because this movie is obviously now starring Sydney Sweeney and being directed by Josie Rourke, who directed Mary, Queen of Scots, the 2018 movie. This movie is being made in favor of the scrapped TV series that was being created and directed by Sofia Coppola, set to star Florence Pugh.
oh, that's why this sounds familiar.
Yeah. So they scrapped the Sofia Coppola TV show with Florence Pugh to create a Josie Rourke movie starring Sydney Sweeney, and I'm just very sad. I'm very, very sad. That's tough. It's tough news.
That's kind of brutal.
Yeah, that's tough. Tough stuff, man.
I guess. Um, I mean, we could see on the scale of Christie and what was the other one called, Americana,
Yeah.
to the housemaid. We could see where this lands. I'll check out the book because I have been getting more into reading
Mm-hmm.
recently, but
I
I don't
mean, it
know.
does seem very period piece. Um,
Yeah, it
let's see.
does.
And Josie Rourke did create. It's a satirical novel about Undine Spragg, a ruthless and ambitious Midwestern woman who uses marriage and manipulation to climb the social ladder in Gilded Age New York and Paris.
It sounds
So
interesting.
it does sound interesting.
Maybe
Obviously,
this
Josie
is more
Rourke.
on the housemaid side then.
It could be. But Mary Queen of Scots was Oscar nominated, and that is a period piece, and it's Josie Rourke's only other movie. She's primarily like a theater director.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be interesting. I mean, it's like in the wake of losing a Sofia Coppola period piece TV series with Florence Pugh. I mean, that's like all-star heavy hitters. That's like it's like the NFL Pro Bowl, right? You invite the Tom Brady's and the Peyton Mannings and the Aaron Rodgers, but what you really get
You get
is
this how you
Mitch
get
Trubisky and
this
Mac
how you get
Jones throwing passes.
yeah, Snoop Huntley is a Pro
Yeah,
Bowl quarterback, and
yeah,
then you're like, who does he play for now?
yeah. Right.
Mm.
I still can't believe they put Tyler Huntley in the Pro Bowl. That's ridiculous.
I don't know, man. I think it's crazy that people consider that like a real thing.
Yeah, right. They play flag
It's a
football now.
exactly. It's a flag football game.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh man.
but let's talk about the big leagues. Sinners in one battle after another. After the Oscar nominees have come out, they're coming back to the big screens.
Yeah.
The biggest screens, if you will.
Yeah.
IMAX 70 millimeter.
Love it.
There's no IMAX screens near me, so once again, I will have to miss out. But I know there's one by
There's
the
a couple
U.
near me. There's a
Yeah.
couple. Providence
you-
Place. I'm still waiting to see what's going on with that. I think the new theaters in there, Showcase left Providence Place Mall.
Yeah.
And I think it was taken over by Apple Cinemas.
Interesting.
Um,
Looks like Marty Supreme is also going to get an IMAX run starting
Heck
the
yeah.
30th.
Yeah.
I don't know how long, but I think it's cool that this is like the byproduct of the nominations is that they get to go back out there on like the big screens. And it's not like there's anything out there right now besides like, I guess, Avatar.
Yeah. My local theater is already has screenings for both, for Sinners and OBAA.
Well, that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like F1 might be coming out too.
Ooh, I kind of want to see that on the big screen.
That's the one you kind of have to do.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, I think it's sick that once, like, because this January is definitely like the quieter month. It's kind of like when some of these nominees get their wider releases, but it's also just for new releases. It's kind of
Dumpuary.
Quiet. Yeah, it's Dumpuary. But like,
although we've had a pretty good January so far.
It's been a good January for like new releases, but it's not like anything crazy. So I mean, there's a good playground for these movies to get back out there, and if anyone missed them, you get to see it in probably like the best format for them.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we talk about the nominees?
Yeah. Speaking of Oscar nominees, let's talk about how we did.
Yeah. So, what did you say in our text? We of the 35 nominees, we went 31 of 35.
Yeah, we were 31 for 35.
Which
where is? Oh, you shared it with
I have it up now.
Okay, I'm opening it up as well.
I can just share it.
I got it.
You got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I just want to shout out. We nailed the best picture.
Yes.
10 for 10.
Yep. And your override was correct. You gave it. I was hoping. I was really hoping for Weapons, but you felt strongly about Begonia. That was.
Listen, there was already 3 horror movies in here. It was going to be tough to get 4.
Yeah.
But the official ballot, one battle after another: Sinners, Hamnet, Sentimental Value, Marty Supreme, Frankenstein, The Secret Agent, Train Dreams, F1, and Begonia.
Mm-hmm. No real surprises. Obviously, we predicted all of those. There wasn't really anything that was like, we didn't get an Avatar Fire and Ash. We didn't get like some of these other kind of quote unquote heavy hitters that could have been like, it was just an accident, didn't make it. Obviously, Weapons didn't make it. Those were always going to be kind of on the outside. I'm pretty happy with our predictions. I mean, obviously we nailed them. I'm pretty happy with the nominees too. Like, there's nothing really that stands out. I mean, I haven't seen Frankenstein yet. It's still kind of on my list to see, but I have heard that is kind of the one film that people are like, well, that and F1, that people are like, well, does this actually deserve it? F1 though, I think what people have to, because there's a lot of discourse about F1. And like, is this actually a Best Picture nominee? I love the movie. The story is kind of straightforward, and like some of the performances maybe meh. But people also got to remember that actors and directors and stuff aren't the only voting bodies for the Academy. Like, and F1 is like technically a marvel. Shot really well, really cool camera work, really cool effects and visuals, and like all of that below the line stuff, the sound, the editing, all of that stuff is really, really impressive. And so it wasn't a surprise to me that this one got a nom.
Yeah, there's always like a blockbuster type.
Always.
It has to have some sort of representation.
Yeah.
I think that is the one that people were probably the most upset with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do you have any other thoughts on it? I mean, we kind of know who's going to win.
Yeah, it's one battle's winning. I mean, unless Sinners has like an incredible run, which we didn't mention, but 16 noms for Sinners,
Most
breaking the
ever.
record.
Yeah. Even if you take out the new casting, it still would have had the most.
Mm-hmm.
Which, do you want to talk about the casting?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, we don't have it up here. But the nominees were Sinners, One Battle After Another, Marty Supreme, Hamnet, and The Secret Agent. How do you think that they determine casting?
I think it's a combination of a lot of things, right? It's star power, I think is part of it. You know, if you can put a lot of major, if you can be an Oscar nominated movie and get a lot of major screen power or star power on screen, I think that helps. I also think it's really, really important to place people in the correct roles and go outside the box. You know, all of these movies, I can't speak for The Secret Agent, but like, you know, Marty Supreme, Josh Safdie cast people like Kevin O'Leary and non-actors in roles and made them perform well. You know, that's a testament to casting and getting the right people in the right place. One Battle After Another and Sinners both hung their entire films on the performances of brand new first time actors or debut actors, Miles Caton and Chase Infinity. And Hamnet, I don't know if you can speak to Hamnet, but like placing Jesse Buckley at the center of a film like that is not something that has really been.
Yeah. Plus, then you have all the kid actors who are incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that they cast brothers Noah Jupe and Jacoby Jupe as in such pivotal roles, genius. It's also like you have to get the extras right as well.
Absolutely, that's a huge part of it too.
Because I think a lot of the discourse around it has been like, I think people focus too much on getting the names and not like the art of casting itself. Because if it was just getting names, it would just be like best ensemble.
Yeah, right.
So I think that's why you see something like Hamnet and The Secret Agent, where they don't have like the biggest names attached, but you see more of that, the casting of like these ensembles and how they all kind of fit together.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's a really cool category that has been long deserved.
Yeah, and we'll see who wins, because then we can kind of determine how they view it. Yeah.
I'm pulling for Marty Supreme. Honestly, that movie has an incredible cast that's so different. Fantastic.
Yeah, all the non-actors they got for that has to mean something. Why don't we jump to director?
All right.
Yeah, I mean we were. This is one of the ones where we only got one name wrong, but he was on like most of our ballots anyway.
He was on my actual ballot.
Yeah. Or a sleeper or a snub for us, but it was Paul Thomas Anderson, Ryan Coogler, Chloe Zhao, Joachim Trier, and Josh Safdie. So no Guillermo del Toro, like me and Jasmine predicted.
Yep.
No Jafar Panahi, like you predicted.
Well, no, I had Jafar in there. I had no Guillermo in mind, but well, rip.
I mean, again, no complaints. I think this is an incredible. What would this be? Quintet?
Yeah, there was a lot of really good director performances this year, for the lack of a better word. I mean, when you have to fit, like, obviously it's like PTA, Ryan Coogler, and Chloe Zhao are it. Like, off the bat, now you have like multiple directors for two spots. Josh Safdie, incredible, obviously very deserving of the nom. Joachim Trier, incredible, very deserving. Guillermo del Toro, always deserving. He makes, technically really great movies, even if, the reception to Frankenstein was a little bit lukewarm.
Mhm.
Jafar Panahi made one of the best international features of the year. And there were even more that we could have looked at. I mean, you had Kleber Mendonça Filho for The Secret Agent on your ballot. It could
It
have
could have been.
happened.
It could have, yeah. It's just like with the sleepers, we're kind of just throwing darts and
Yeah.
trying to see which movies might have caught a little more heat than others.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think again, this is another one we kind of know who's going to win. But
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm happy Joaquin got in.
Me too.
Um, the video of like the sentimental value cast and crew like reacting to the nominations was awesome.
Yes.
I love just like going back to sports, but on like draft day, watching people get drafted, the call up video. I love watching people get awarded and recognized for their talents. It's
Absolutely.
awesome. Why don't we jump to best actor because
Okay.
it was the easiest one to nail.
Yeah,
I feel.
this one, no surprises. Official ballot: Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon. This was pretty much set in stone. Especially after Wagner Moura won Golden Globes, I think was kind of like, okay, this is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We nailed it. Pretty happy with it. Sad that Joel Edgerton didn't get in. He was my sleeper. Sad that Jesse Plemons didn't get in. He would have
All of
been,
our snubs.
yeah, he would have been great as well. But like, that's a really tough 5. Like, in any year, you could justify any of those 5 winning. Although I'm here for Timmy. I'm really in on Timmy.
I really think it's gonna happen this year.
I cannot wait, man.
I know he's due.
Yeah, he's like 27 and he's due. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, I know. Let's jump to the best actress because I think this is one where there's a bit more discussion to be had.
Yes.
So the official ballot is Jessie Buckley, Rose Byrne, Renata Reinsve, Kate Hudson, and Emma Stone.
I knew it.
So no Chase Infinity like we all predicted.
Yes. I was the most wrong on this ballot. I had obviously Chase Infinity, I think is seriously deserving and should have gotten a nom. I also had Amanda Seyfried in there.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of Emma Stone or Kate Hudson. Just based on what I have heard about Testament of Anne-Lee, I haven't had a chance to see it, but I feel like that's also probably the case for a lot of Oscar voters. Is like
they just haven't had a shot.
Either that, or it wasn't the top of mind stuff because it's still like obviously all of the Academy get screeners to all of these movies so they can watch them to be able to vote. But like this one is still coming out. And so, when you don't have that wide release, they're like, I can, just skip this one kind of thing. Kate Hudson, though.
So I feel like this kind of goes back to a long-standing belief I have.
Mm-hmm.
I think, obviously, I haven't seen Song Sung Blue, so I can't really speak to the performance. This all comes down to the campaign and the networking, I guess, because from what I was seeing on Twitter and like just conversations about it, she has the connections. She was showing it to the right people, and that is the difference that it takes.
It also helps that this is like a classic Oscar movie. Like the Academy loves these kind of biopics. Kate Hudson is well beloved. She gives a good performance. Like, it's like everything kind of lines up for it to be like, okay, they're just going to give Kate Hudson a nomination.
Mm-hmm.
Chase Infinity needs to be here, man.
Do you think she would have had a better shot in supporting actress?
Yes. Absolutely. Without a doubt.
Because I'm going to bring this up with another person in supporting actor who got snubbed. And I don't even know if it's snubbed, but because this is kind of like the bigger topic.
Okay.
Because Do you think she's actually a supporting actress in that movie, though?
Yes, absolutely. She's
Yeah, I
she's
agree.
like she carries the middle section of the film, and like I guess more towards the like it's like there's like an hour to an hour and a half section in like the back half of the middle of the film to kind of like the middle of the third act where she's like kind of in that lead role, but for the first half hour and then the last X amount of time she's not the lead character.
Mhm.
It is a supporting role in my opinion. Leo is very clearly the lead actor in the film.
Yeah. Well, why don't we just jump to it? Best supporting actor, probably the biggest surprise of the
Yeah,
nominees.
this was sick.
We have Stellan Skarsgård, Benicio del Toro, Jacob Elordi, Sean Penn, and Delroy Lindo.
Well deserved. I'll tell you what. I
Incredibly well deserved.
remembering back to when I saw Sinners for the first time, my first thought was like Delroy Lindo should get an Oscar nom, and in my mind I was like, he's not going to, but he really should, and I am here for it because this is, I mean, he gives an incredible performance in Sinners. I mean, one of the best. I mean, clearly one of the best of the year. It's so powerful. He delivers some really great monologues. There's one in the car especially that is really excellent. And he's just like a centerpiece of the movie.
Yeah.
He steals the scene every time. He's got great dialogue. He delivers great lines.
He's
Got some real
comedic when he
emotional
needs to
beats.
be.
Yep.
Yeah. Emotional when he has to be. Yeah, it's perfect.
Mm-hmm. I just did not think the Oscar was going to recognize it, or the Academy.
To me, I kind of felt like they love Sinners, and they're like, where can we keep recognizing it?
Yeah, they found it, and at the expense of one Mr. Mescal.
Yeah, so I brought up the should Chase Infinity have been a supporting actress? Should Paul Mescal be a lead actor? Now, having seen Hamnet, my answer is no.
Okay.
He's in reality, he's not in the movie a ton.
Yeah.
Like he does have like a good amount of screen time, but the movie is 1000% Jesse Buckley's movie.
Yeah.
Like he obviously has like some very emotional moments towards the end, but it's told through her perspective basically. I think more so I'm not really upset with him getting left off.
Really?
Yeah, like it's a great performance. Again, I think the ending is great from him, but I think I'd rather recognize Delroy Lindo for what he did.
No, I'm here for it, man. I'm really here for it.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't believe they did.
Yeah, I was shocked. Like that was the. There's always one. There's always one real surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I did not think it was going to be Delroy. I thought it would end up being like someone on supporting or someone on best actress or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you texted us like because I hadn't pulled it up yet, and you were just like, "Oh my god, Delroy," or like you're like fucking Lindo, and I was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah,
and I was like scrambling to pull it up. I was like, "Oh my god,
good stuff.
yes,
good stuff." And
but
finally,
I just want to add.
Yeah.
As soon as you said that, I immediately knew. Oh, there's no Paul.
Yeah, no, he's gone. Everyone else was kind of locked in.
I did not have to. Like, I knew they were not going to bump Elordi.
Yeah, no way.
But yeah, let's wrap it up with best supporting actress.
Yep.
Again, we were pretty close to spot on.
Yeah, we were pretty close. This was my favorite category because this was the first one announced, and I was like ready. I was like, "All right, here we go, perfect bracket." And then the very first name announced, we were wrong on. I was like, "Well, there we go."
We had her in sleeper.
Yeah. So the official ballot was Tiana Taylor, Amy Madigan, Inga Ibsdottir-Lilius, Wunmi Masaku, and Elle Fanning. We had the top four, and then Odessa Azion in place of Elle Fanning. Honestly, that was the most toss up. Like that fifth spot, I felt pretty comfortable about the other ones. I think we were all like kind of fifth spot all over the place. I think we were riding the Marty Supreme wave a little bit.
Yeah, because I think for me, I was a bit scared of Sentimental Values chances. I mean,
Yeah.
SAG gave them no love.
Yeah, but SAG also,
SAG
they
could
don't
not
like
care less
international
about. Yeah.
features. Yeah.
If there's subtitles, SAG says no, thank
Nah,
you.
not happening. Sorry.
I can't read.
Why read when listen?
Exactly. We're joking, of course, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just so happy because I thought she was incredible in it and incredibly powerful in the scene she did have with Stellan.
Yeah. There's a real Oscars clip scene in the towards the end of that film.
Oh yeah, and I think that's what I said. I believe it was our Murray Supreme review on the film box. It was for Odessa Zion I was talking about, but when you're watching the movies, you're kind of like looking for like that moment. Like if they do the Oscar clips, you're like, what are they going to put up for you?
Yeah, right.
And with each of them, like you know that moment.
There's a scene.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't think they got it wrong. I mean,
We did pretty good. We did better than last year.
We did much better than last year.
Yeah. Had to flex our muscles a little bit. Yeah, what was last year? We had that was a tough one. I'm getting it up right now. So best picture, I don't even remember how we had. I mean, Demi Moore was the big snub in best actress.
We also didn't. Do we have Fernanda Torres?
No, we did not. We had Angelina Jolie and Pamela Anderson in our best actress race last year.
I know you were championing them.
Yeah, we also had no Corley Farge or Jacques Audiard. Was Jacques Audiard nominated for best director last year?
I believe so.
Yeah, we didn't have those either. No Yura Borisov in best supporting.
The guy I would. You just gotta listen to me more.
I know, I guess. No Sebastian Stan. It was a rough one for us. It was a rough one.
Rough one for y'all.
Yeah. But let's switch gears here because we got a trailer to talk about.
Yes. So wasn't a ton that came out, but Masters of the Universe came out.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it? Because you had something.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna preface this with I have not watched the original TV series from the 80s. Not real knowledgeable about the comics. I did do a little bit of research prior to this pod to kind of help formulate my thoughts. But my thought is this. I am so sick of these modern movies adapting like these fantasy sci-fi type properties where the premise of every single one of these movies is what if we took a normal man and put him into fantasy universe?
I know. I hate the fish out of water, and then I really hate but now the new world is collapsing into the Earth world, and you gotta fix it.
I mean, just make a regular fantasy movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
just commit to it.
Dungeons and Dragons just came out like 2 years ago, and that was good. You don't have to be like, He-Man is a normal man who works a desk job, and then, whoa, he discovers the sword, and he's now He-Man, and he's got to fight for the universe. It's like, just like from what I understand, the original plot, the original TV series was, here is like medieval fantasy world with sci-fi elements, and also he's a prince, and he's just has this sword and this power to fight Skeletor. It's like, just do that. You don't have to make it. It's like the Minecraft movie did it too. It's like, what if we took Minecraft but made it everyday people going into Minecraft? And it's like every single fucking movie is like that.
I feel like they think we need to have a sense of realism.
No.
There's a green tiger.
Yeah, right.
And
the bad guy is a skeleton. Like, come on.
A ripped skeleton.
Where is it?
Played by Jared Leto.
Ew.
We are past the realm of believability here.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with the Jumanji movies.
Yeah.
Those were the same thing where it's like, what if we took normal people and thrust them into video game world?
Jumanji,
like,
I get, because that's the whole premise is the game comes to life.
It's just they just keep doing it. It's like Jumanji worked, and then they're like, this is what people want. They want normal men and normal women becoming super powered and going into video game world. And it's just that's not it, man.
It's like they're scared of just being weird.
Yeah.
And just not trusting people to be weird with them. Because I'll be honest, there are moments in the trailer that look pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be like a CGI slot fest at times.
Sure. But I think like Nicholas Galatine looks great. I think he was like very well cast for it.
Mm-hmm.
The action, I think it'll at least look fun, kind of like that Sunday morning cartoon vibe.
Yeah. If you can capture that vibe, then okay. But
yeah.
Just take the concept and just get
run
rid
with
of
it.
Yeah,
just run with the full fantasy, the medieval sci-fi.
Yeah.
Because I mean, let's be honest, I don't want to call it like DOA, but maybe it doesn't make its money back, but at least have something that people can have fun with, and it'll have legs beyond its theatrical run.
It's taking risks. This is it feels once again super safe, and safe is not gonna do it. No one wants that.
Well, let's talk about something that's not safe. Mercy came out.
Yeah, I saw it.
Talk about it, because bad.
Last week I was like, hey, maybe I'm in on this.
Yeah, you got in on it,
and I'm very much out on it now. I will say, there are parts of this movie that I think could have been used to make a much more interesting movie. I was correct in that the camera work, the use of different kinds of cameras, they used like body cam, they used ring cameras, they used, drone cameras, all of that stuff was actually quite cool and quite innovative. And I thought they could, it helped to enhance the storytelling. But the story itself is just nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
It's a guy trapped in a room with an AI who's like, you're definitely guilty of murdering your wife. And then he has to be like, no, actually, you're wrong. And then, spoiler alert, at the end, there's a bomb that's in a terrorist attack. That's how this movie devolves. Like a revenge terrorist attack that is thwarted. And it's like, and then the end message is, oopsie poopsie, AI makes mistakes and we should be okay with that, even though it's life or death. And it's bad. It's really bad. And it sucks too, because there's some really interesting, they introduce ideas, because this is set in a semi-futuristic LA, where obviously they have AI capability to judge people's guilt or innocence through this advanced AI program called the Mercy program. But within that, they set up that Los Angeles is like a semi post-apocalyptic state where they have designated red zones of poor encampments where there's constant struggle between the people living in those encampments and police, which feels real relevant today. And also way more interesting than whatever the fuck we got with Chris Pratt. And the movie constantly, the funniest parts of this movie is that it constantly cuts back and forth between Chris Pratt delivering a monologue, and then it cuts to Rebecca Ferguson on the screen going, just like, constantly like doing that kind of face. I shit you not, like 15 times in this movie. This is bad.
This is January.
It's
prime
so
January.
Bad.
Can you guess what this movie has on Rotten Tomatoes?
15.
It has a 20. Guess what it has with the audience, though?
It's got to be high, like a 60. 70? Great. Fucking 80. We're cooked.
81%.
We're cooked, man. This movie sucks.
Yeah.
Also, the poster has Chris Pratt holding a shotgun. Chris Pratt doesn't hold a shotgun the whole movie.
They also CGI his face
Yeah.
It's a terrible poster.
This movie sucks, man.
Oh
Do not
man,
see
that's
mercy. Oh, it's off. Honestly,
but if you do,
it
give it
makes me
4 out of
so
5.
angry.
Just keep bumping it up.
It makes me so angry because
Well,
like there's so many good ideas in it.
Yeah. I think the idea of ending it as like, oops, AI makes mistakes, but we can be better is such a terrible idea.
It's so
when
bad, especially
when the whole premise is
AI decides life or death. Oh, and I also wanted to mention this. The idea of this AI, stupid, because you still need the cops to do the work to catch the criminals. So you still need the detective work to happen so that they can catch the guy to then be like, put him in a room with an AI that's going to be like, yeah, you're definitely guilty. I'm going to execute you in 90 minutes? Are you shitting me? What?
propaganda. Well, when we talk about,
oh god,
before
like
you pop a blood vessel,
ugh.
when we switch to something that's not bad,
Okay,
Send Help. It's coming
this
out this week. Early reviews are calling it Sam Raimi's best movie since Drag Me to Hell.
Looking forward to it.
I'm extremely excited for it. There was an early access showing to it last night, but I couldn't go to it.
Yeah, I couldn't make it either.
But it seems really fun. There's a Danny Elfman score that I've seen, like it's prime Elfman, which
love it.
If you know us, we love Elfman.
Yeah. Also stars Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien, who Dylan O'Brien. I've bought stock in Dylan O'Brien, so
yeah, you bought it at its peak.
Yeah, I'm
actually
here.
No. I would say it has the peak was in the early like 2010s. I would say.
Yeah, he's come down a little bit. I'm here. I'm buying now high, before the rise.
You're buying like 75%. But I'm extremely excited. This is one that I think is carrying out the good January.
Yes.
Let's move on to our box office recap. If you want to take that away.
Yeah, so I'll just note this, that Mercy opened to $5 million. This movie sucks shit, like I said. I don't even know what the budget is.
I don't know. I just know that's all domestic. I don't think it's going to make it. I don't even know if it has
initial estimates overseas. 12 to 15 million dollars. So this movie has to make, 24 to 30 million to make it to break even. Not happening. Sorry guys. This movie is bad. Well, actually, hold on. Sorry. This says, $60 million budget.
Oh, Jesus.
Real bad, guys. Real bad job.
Budget?
They blew that budget on nothing.
They blew it on the CGI on Chris Pratt's face.
Yikes. I did want to talk about, though, Primate is up to $26 million worldwide. Seems very good for a January release, but this movie had a $21 to $24 million estimated budget, which feels really high for a movie like this. It's a 90-minute, one-location film. But, I mean, you do have, CGI Primate. I hear there's an underwater sequence that's pretty extensive. Like, that costs money. But, like, we could have gotten this movie down to a cool 10 mil. There's no real big names in it. I guess Troy Kotsur is like the biggest name in the movie. This is going to be the problem with these sort of like mid to low budget films is like there's a lot of bloat here that you can definitely like tamper down and still make a good movie and then make some money on it. Instead, this movie is going to be a loss when it makes $25 million worldwide. It's just not right.
Yeah. I'm definitely interested to see how the budget broke down because, I mean, they did have a guy in the ape suit for most of it. I don't think they used a ton of CGI.
Okay.
If they could have prevented it, they didn't. I know that for a fact. But I don't know. I think it's just kind of like the timing when it came out. It's just tough. People probably weren't the most interested in.
Well, I mean, when you look at it though, like make it for 10 million. $26 million is already, you're already making money.
Yeah.
Why does it have to cost $24 million to make this movie? That is what I'm interested in seeing. That would be what I'm interested in seeing. And again, I'm not advocating for people to like lose money on the, or like lose budget on
Yeah,
these
I mean, we just
projects.
talked about Mercy having 60 mil.
Right. Like, you know,
And
let's be
these
a
are
little
the
bit
these are
smarter with the way that we're, you know, doing money.
yeah. I mean, these are the movies I wish had more money behind them, but
Yeah.
um but as we wind down, as we
Yes.
normally do, Aaron, why don't you do a little show and tell for us?
I do. I feel like I've probably shown this off to you at least before. But I do have a little physical media highlight that we like to end these conversations on and cool off as it will. So this is part of my collection. This is a very fun collection here that I acquired at a thrift store for like $20 or $10 or something like that. So this is the Columbia Pictures Best Picture Winners collection of DVDs. So in this book is up through the 1980s, 1980s, every Best Picture winner that Columbia Picture had. So, you know, starting with movies like It Happened One Night with Clark Gable and Claudette Colbert from 1934 through like You Can't Take It With You, you know, all of these, and it's all like got little sections about each movie, All the King's Men, and you know, some little booklets and all the DVDs through like I've got On the Waterfront is in here. Bridge on the River Kwai is in here. Let's see. Lawrence of Arabia as well in here.
It's like you're reading a book to me.
Yes, A Man for All Seasons. You've got Oliver, which is one of the most controversial Best Picture winners ever. Kramer versus Kramer, 1979. Dustin Hoffman. And then finishing out with Gandhi.
I remember having to see that in middle school and hating it.
Well. This is a really cool collection of films. It's a little bit of film history, all wrapped into one thing here. I love it. You know, again, it's DVD, but it's a really cool set that isn't just about the movies. It's also a little bit about the history and the production. You know, some of the bigger movies have little snippets about them. They list out all of the like the crew and the Academy Awards that each film won, and it's quite cool. It's quite cool. So
nice.
Really cool little piece of film history there.
Yeah. Well, thank you for showing and telling us about that.
Absolutely.
Because that's going to wrap things up for us this week. Thank you all for listening. Please like and sub wherever you can and follow us on your favorite podcast platform, as well as our social channels below. Sorry. We do know there's a lot of film podcasts out there, so we do appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to ours. Aaron, I want to thank you for being here on this snowy morning. I know there's nothing else you could be doing, so we kind of had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But we want to thank you again for listening. Aaron, why don't you send us out with a Letterboxd review?
Yeah, so this is a review from Adam Bolt on Letterboxd. This is a 4-star review for the movie The Wolf of Wall Street. And it reads, me after selling a single Transformers figure on eBay for $5 less than the real retail price.
See you next time, folks.
See ya.